Hi, my name is Etai, and I would like to welcome you to Art of Change Therapy. I always like to think about people that contacting me as people that already did 50% of the work. Because admitting to yourself that something doesn't work in your life, something is bother you, and it's a time to ask for helping hand, it's a big step, and I really appreciate it. Now, perhaps you suffer from depression, and life seems helpless, hopeless at the moment. Perhaps you had trauma in the past, and it's still hunting you, or just want to have a bit more confidence in a different situation. Whatever it is that bother you at the moment, together we can help you to go on a new path of health and better life. Because most of my clients says that that they're afraid that life will pass them by. They just want to be able to get in touch with the creativity, to travel more, to have better relationship, to have that sense that they're contributing to the world. Sometimes it's just getting up in the morning with more energy and be able to go out and have the freedom to enjoy life. Now, perhaps you already tried different things. Perhaps you took antidepressants and you find out that it doesn't really solve the issues and it just make you feel numb. Or perhaps you tried other therapy and or different kind of techniques. But watching this video, being here means that you just didn't get the result that you're after. And if you like me, I used to think that therapy is need to take really long time, and because of this it's really expensive and really painful with all the digging into the past and where it's come from. It's not have to be like this. And what important is not the therapy. What important is what positive change you have outside in the world, in your life. How you feel better, how you interact better, how you meet your basic need in a better way. And when we get those goals, when we achieve those goals, the therapy ends. So let me tell you a bit about myself. I was interested in self-development since I was a teenage, mostly in the new age kind of way. So I went to many workshops and different kind of technique therapy sessions, um, and I saw people keep on coming to the same workshops again and again. I saw some people making change and shifting their life, but others, including myself, I just didn't see a real impact. Like, I used to go out of a workshop or a session like really full of energy, but I don't know, a week, two, three after, what really changed, and I cannot really put my finger, this like positive changes that happened. It's kind of like the therapy was like the important part. So around the 2000, I used to work in the nightlife. I used to organize events that join art in the nightlife and working with really creative people, doing really interesting stuff and really loving it. But then as time passed, I changed, the situation changed, and suddenly I realized that I don't want to do it in another 10, 20 years. And I kind of ignored it. Then it's all kind of collapse around my 40th birthday. A relationship that I thought it going to continue, finish, one of the jobs that I had finish, and suddenly I had a lot of time in my head and the time to sit and think a lot. And I wasn't in a good place. I felt really down and lost and didn't know what I'm going to do next. And like you, I went to this magical place, the internet, to look for answers. And I found this website that had hypnosis MP3 for download. So I remember that the first one that I download was getting over a relationship. This was bothering me at the time. And I remember just lying down for like maybe 20 minutes and just listen to it. And then when I got up, I was like, oh wow, something changed, something different, but in a way that my whole perspective on this situation different, that I cannot even see it from the same, feel about it in the same way that I did before. And it's intrigued me. But what intrigued me was not so much the technique that worked, but like I was interested in the principle. What create that shift? So I started to really put myself into learning that. Lucky this school, Uncommon Knowledge, you can still find them. Great guys, they are having great website on the internet. They did an online course, and even in this like simple basic online course, I worked with a friend, and she had a really significant change. And I said to myself, well, this is what I want to learn. This is what I want to do. And I went and I did the full psychotherapy, hypnotherapy course. And this was 2008. And since then, I worked with countless people and since I'm traveling a lot and I lived in different parts of the world, worked in different parts of the world, I can say that I worked with people from almost all over the world. And one thing that I kept on hearing is people ask me like, if you ever come to my area, let me know, because I have friends that would love to work with you, or I wish I could be in touch with you because I have more issues that I want to work on. And after a while, I said like, well, okay, let me be available for anyone, wherever they are. Like perhaps they are living in an area where they don't have a good access to good therapy, or perhaps they're too busy at work and they want to do it in their time and time that's comfortable for them. So and this is the reason they decided eventually to go and work online. So many of people that I work with comment about how surprised they were that they feel such a significant change already after the first session, and many times only few sessions are necessary to complete the goals that they came for. And one of the reasons is that I'm really dedicated throughout the years to keep on the top of the latest research, if it's like the way that the brain works, modern psychology, or the principle of best practice to help you to move forward in the easiest, fastest way. So a bit more about the therapy, like when I say psychotherapy, when I say hypnosis, what do I mean? Since I want to keep this video not too long, I will make another video and it will be down the page in the section of about the therapy. But where are we going from here? So underneath this video will be another button that says, let's talk. All you need to do is to choose if you want to already go for like full session and start to take the step into health. But since I really am, I'm the same, like I really want to know a bit more before I sign in, I give a free 15, 20 minutes call. No obligation. You can tell me anything that bother you. You can ask me any question. We can already maybe start to look at possible steps that will help you to move into a better path in your life. And we can take it from there. Let's talk.